Welcome back to Simply Crochet. Today I will be doing a tutorial on the feather stitch. We will begin with a simple slip knot, however way you want to do your slip knot. And today I'm working with a wool yarn, a medium weight yarn with a G hook. I'm going to begin with 20 chains for this sample. To begin row 1, we will be doing half double crochets all the way across each chain till the end. So to begin our first half double crochet, you will yarn over and you will do enter your hook in the second chain from the hook. Insert, bring up a loop, yarn over and go through all 3 loops. Again, yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, draw up a loop, yarn over and go through all 3 loops. We've completed our half double crochets for round 1, and now you will chain 1 and then turn your work. For row 2, we will be doing a half double crochet in the first stitch. So right here in this first stitch, you will do a half double crochet, then you will chain 1, and then you will skip a stitch and do another half double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, and you will repeat this all the way across. Skip a stitch and a half double crochet in the next stitch. And you should have 2 stitches left. You will skip this stitch and you will do your half double crochet in that last space right there. And that's how row 2 looks. Now you will chain 1 and turn your work. For row 3, we will begin our feather stitch. We will do a half double crochet, that's yarn over, and we will do it in this first stitch, which is the stitch right below your chain 1. So you will do your first half double crochet in that space right there, yarn over and go through all 3. Now you have the chain 1 space here, and then you have your half double crochet from the previous row. So now you will chain 1 after that first half double crochet. Now you will yarn over and you will do a half double crochet in this chain 1 space. Yarn over and bring it. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Now you want to be able to make those loops sort of loose, like bring up the tension on that. You don't want it tight. So kind of make it even with this first half double crochet, if that makes any sense. Okay, now you will yarn over, and now we're going to be looking at the first row here, down here. You will see this first skipped stitch right there. You will then insert your hook into that stitch, draw up a loop, and then bring it up. Now you will have 5 loops on your hook. So again, bring up that tension. Don't, loosen it up and bring it even. Make sure they're all kind of even. Now you will draw yarn over, again leaving all those loops on your hook. Now you will go into this next chain 1 space. You will insert your hook, draw up a loop, and now you have 7 loops on your hook. I know that's a lot, but you want 7 loops on your hook. Again, you want the tension and make sure all those loops are sort of even. And now you will yarn over and you will go through all 7 loops and then chain 1. And that is our feather stitch. We will go over this a few more times, so just continue watching. Okay, now for the next one over, we are going to yarn over. Now you will go again into that same chain 1 space that you did your last yarn over and went into that. You will go into that same chain 1 space, draw up a loop. Now you will again have your 3 loops. You will yarn over. Then you will go down below between these 2 half double crochet. You will have that skipped stitch that we did on row 2. So you will insert your hook right in there, draw up a loop, and again bring up that tension. So you will have 5 loops on your hook. Now we will yarn over, and now we will enter our hook into that next chain 1 space, draw up a loop, and now we have our 7 loops once again. So again, you want to make that tension a little bit loose, not too loose, but just bring it up so they're all kind of even. Yarn over and go through all 7 loops and then chain 1. So that is our second feather stitch here. See if the lighting is coming in there. Okay, let's do that again. Yarn over, go into that same chain 1 space that you did on that last stitch. Draw up a loop, bring up that tension, yarn over, go down here to row 1 between those 2 half double crochets, yarn over. Now you have 5, yarn over, and then go and jump into that next chain 1 space. And again, bring up that tension, yarn over, and go through all 7 loops. We are at the end of row 3, and you've completed your last feather stitch right here. Now you will do 1 last half double crochet. After your chain 1 space right here, you'll have 1 last stitch, and you just completed just 1 half double crochet right there. And that completes row 3. Now you will chain 1 and then turn your work. Now for row 4, this is your repeat row. So once you've done row 4, you will just continue repeating row 4 for the remainder of your project. So row 4, we're going to begin a half double crochet, yarn over in that first stitch right below the chain 1 space. The chain 1, the turning chain. And you will just do 1 half double crochet there. So your next stitch here is that chain 1 space. Okay, so you will yarn over, insert your hook in that chain 1 space, draw up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. You will yarn over. Now we don't have that the same skipped space like we did in the previous row, but you do have this space right here. You'll see the spaces right there, and that's the space you will be doing, reaching down into that space, drawing in up a loop, and that's when you have your 5 loops. Now you will yarn over, and you will again see this space between each of the feather stitches, and then you will enter your hook there, draw up another loop, and now you will have your 7 loops. Again, bring up that tension, make sure they're kind of all even, and then yarn over and go through all 7, and then chain 1. And that's how you begin row 4. Yarn over, again, you will do draw up a loop in that same space you finished that last stitch. 3 loops, yarn over, go into the space right below that, not this one, but right below that. And now you have your 5 loops, yarn over. Now you will go into the next space between the next 2 feather stitches. Yarn over. Now you have all 7 loops. Sorry if I'm out of camera here. And then yarn over and go through all 7 loops and chain 1. Okay, we're at the end of the row, and I wanted to show you I'm at the point where I have the 5 loops on my hook, and now I'm going to yarn over, and now there's this last space at the end of this row, and that's where I'm going to draw up my last loops to make the 7 loops right there. Then I will yarn over and go through all 7, chain 1, and then again I will do one last half double crochet in that last stitch at the end. And that's how you finish that row. Again, this row 4 is a repeat row with the continuation of your project. Here we are with a larger sample of this feather stitch. As you can see, it's just beautiful. Following the tutorial, you shouldn't have any issues with the sides, the edging here, and the stitch is the same on both sides. Appreciate you being here today. If you're a new viewer, please subscribe to Simply Crochet. I would love to have you join our little YouTube family here and share the video if you feel this, you know someone that would love to learn this stitch. So I appreciate, again, all of you, and you have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next video.